listener, there is a song by Lomba Sihir Hati dan Paru-Paru or Liver and Lung. The song is actually quote-unquote a guidance for youngsters who finally came into moving into big cities because, well, the socialization in this place is quite different from in different areas because people can be backstabbing you, but also sometimes they will be making you drink and even smoke, which is really a bad habit. And the TLDR version of the song is actually to remind everyone to stay true to their own roots. So even if you're moving into a new or bigger city, stay true to your own self. Never forget who you are. And therefore, listener, in this very beautiful afternoon, we are going to be talking about the preservation of mother tongue, or maybe some people call it mother languages, because in this kind of era with a lot of information coming from so many places, not only information but also cultures and languages from abroad are coming into your country, including in Indonesia. We also face not only English, we have South Korea, Thailand, all of that is very trending in our country. So we will be talking about it with two experts joining from our Zoom connection. The first is the head of Center for Language Development and Preservation, National Language Agency, the Ministry of Elementary and Intermediate Education, Ibu Dora Amalia. Good afternoon, Ibu Dora Amalia.
Afternoon.
Hello. Hello. It's nice to meet you. And by the way, her name is quite the same with Ibu Dora, so this one I would like to call her Ibu Amalia. A lecturer from UIN Raden Fatah Palembang. How are you, Bu Amalia?
I'm good, thank you. How about you, Steve?
I'm good, thank you very much. So before we proceed, I would like to make certain that when I call Ibu Amalia, I'm meaning for the one in Palembang, okay?
Yes. Okay.
Okay. So I would like to start from Ibu Dora first. For the people in the ministry and also the agency, what will you guys call? What is the mother tongue itself?
Yeah, well, thank you, Steve. So before I answer your question, let me explain what the term mother tongue is really means. Yeah, in a very general sense, mother tongue is someone's native language or the first language of someone. Yeah. So it is. Sorry. It is commonly the first language that is taught by parents to their children, or a language that is used mostly in a family. And then in the broader sense, especially if we associate it with Indonesian linguistic perspective, the mother tongue is the regional language or local languages itself. Because in Indonesia, the mother tongue in the most family is the regional language. So if we talk about the mother tongue here, we talk about the regional language.
Okay, so you talk about the regional language, but can it happen that actually, for example, I am a descent from Nias people, but my parents at home never speak Nias. So what is my mother language?
Yeah. Of course, the trend is nowadays seem to be going the opposite. More and more family use Indonesian as their native language. So your mother tongue is Indonesian, of course.
Okay. So, yes. Yeah. Although apparently, ideally, my mother tongue should be Nias language, right?
Yeah, it should be like that.
And I would like to move on to Ibu Amalia for the people in Palembang. Mostly, do people speak in Palembang language or now Indonesian?
For me, myself, if I'm talking to my students in a formal situation, of course, I will speak English and Bahasa Indonesia because I'm teaching English. However, if I speak to them in informal situation like outside the classroom, in our room, it means that I can speak to them using Bahasa Indonesia. Bahasa Palembang. I prefer using Bahasa Palembang because it shows that we have some closeness to the students, and also for my peers, I prefer sports.
Okay, so I think it's a little bit breaking. The connection is a little bit breaking with Ibu Amalia. So, but I can get the answer that actually in formal situation using English and Indonesian, but in informal situation with peers, with students, you prefer to use the language of Palembang. But I would like to know, nowadays, is there more people speaking in Indonesian or even other language, or even in Palembang local language now, or is it still the same, just like before, Bu Amalia?
Because you know that even school, especially in some government-owned schools, students tend to speak Palembang language. Yeah, so that's why I think it's even. If they are studying in international school, of course it will be very different. That's why I think it's just 50-50 between those who use Bahasa Indonesia and also English, and also those who use Palembang language.
Okay, so it's quite balanced, but we also, of course, we want to maintain either the balance or even the ability, the skill to speak both in local languages, because honestly, I live in West Java and until today, I cannot speak Sundanese really nicely, so I'm pretty sorry for people in West Java. But I would like to know, for both Ibu Dora and also Ibu Amalia, what is the importance, or how important is it for everybody, both Indonesians, people from the regions, and also for the whole global community, to preserve their own mother language? Starting from Ibu Dora.
Thank you. Well, I can say for sure it is very important, of course, yeah, because it is the communication tools. It is the main function of the language, any language. So we can elaborate other functions like cultural identity. We have hundreds of regional languages in Indonesia. According to data from National Language Agency, we have 817 local languages. So, according to the language mapping program, yeah, conducted by Badan Bahasa, and with this background, a mother tongue can play a role as cultural identity. Of course, we can say that if someone speaks Japanese, for general, then he is or she is a Japanese, although it is not always like that. Yeah. So, like me, I'm from other region than Java, but I can speak Japanese a little. And in line with the cultural identity, a mother tongue also functions to enhance the emotional connection. This often serves as a medium for expression, to show your emotion. You can see people easily use their mother tongue if he is angry. Yeah. So it is more expressive when you use your mother tongue whenever you are in anger. So it is also can build. Am I right?
You're very right.
It also build a deep interpersonal relation. It helps individual to feel sense of belonging with and comfort.